Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel. Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel.
What's up, everybody? Teen Sensation Billy Tucci here. And I'm going to do a quick power hour stream. Thank you, Amoro Fat. Good job. My first, comment. Thank you. Guys, do you hear a echo? Please let me know if you do. I've got my phone set up here, even though I muted it, and I lowered the volume. Let me know if there's an echo. Tooch sick. No, I'm not sick. Toot sweet, you mean? Deb is actually no echo. Excellent. Thank you so much, guys. Hey, Past Master Dan, good to see you. Damon Burris, good to see you too. No, I'm not sick, but Debbie's sick. My allergies are bothering me, and I was snoring all night. She kept hitting me. I had to get those. So literally, I have real bad allergies, but I also broke my nose so many times, and I had surgery on my nose. Or if you look at my nose is bent like that. I had broke it 3 times, I think. And I literally have like a 90% blockage on this side. So I can only breathe out of one side of my nostrils. So going back years, 15, maybe 20 years, I couldn't breathe. And I went for surgery to a doctor, to a surgeon, to get my nose straightened out so I can breathe. So instead of straightening it out, he didn't straighten it out. He actually made it wider. He added cartilage to this side to open up this side. Well, I guess the cartilage disintegrated or fell out. I don't know what. But now I can't breathe again. So I'm going to have to see in the spring, talk to Deb and figure things out that maybe I can go and get surgery, get my nose just straightened out. That's all I want to do. One of my best friends, he went to the doctor and he wanted to get his nose straightened. And the doctor said, oh, yeah, you got a deviated septum. I don't even know if he did, and straightened his nose completely. So that's what I want to do to mine. Just straighten the darn thing. Maybe get like a Brad Pitt nose or something. So I don't know. I don't even know what his nose looks like. Does he have a big nose? I don't think so. But I don't really have a big nose. It's just kind of, I have a little nose actually, but it's just bent severely. It's my cross to bear. So guys, I'm going to draw for an hour. We have a professionals meeting. Big things are happening on the Crusade Comics front and the professionals front, and big things are happening with She. We've had some really great meetings this past week, and once I can, and if things transpire, I will let each and every one of you know. For the meantime, I'm drawing. This is my studio. See how dirty it is right here, because this is where I work. These are all I have reference files still over here. I have my bow's actually in my truck because it's bow season. Got books, things like that, sketchbooks that I have to do, and then my flat files are here. And then back behind me is usually a table I set up for with like a display setup of our books and things like that. But I think I'm going to I started taking it down because I'd like to bring my old Mac in. I have an old Mac from probably 2016 or so that has a DVD player in it. It's in the other room back there. And I think I'm going to set up there because we're already started working. And when Matthew gets home from college, we're going to put in the work archiving all of our files for our 3rd omnibus edition She Omnibus Volume 3, the crossovers. So we're pretty excited about that. Been talking to Marvel, DC, got agreements from them to use it. And it's all going. We've got lots of cool crossovers, some of the coolest characters you've ever seen, a lot of extra stuff in it. But my goal before that, and we'll launch that in the spring or late February, but my goal is to finish Ran Revenge of the Warrior. If I could finish it by Christmas, my drawing and writing, get the colors done by January, the end of January, say, and get it to the printer in February, so we could launch. So we can launch the omnibus crossovers, and that's going to be our plan going forward. Is once our books are at the printers, is to launch the next campaign. Thank you guys for supporting us, and I'm a little behind on these. I know my Gatecrasher books, my hardcover sketch editions. I've just been so busy. It's just been nuts with Matthew's, Matthew's wrestling at college, with some personal stuff that we had going on with some families. Deb's been real sick, so I've been kind of kicking in a little bit, helping out over there with the stuff that she mostly takes on. And, of course, launching this campaign. Plus, we're trying to figure out, there's some complications with the new Indiegogo that we're figuring out, and we will be able to figure it out. But, man, it was such an easy and simple platform, and it's just, and I get it's growing pains because they have a whole new ownership, and we're still appreciative of everything. But, like, for example, for our sketch edition, not our sketch editions, for for the blank cover editions, the hollow foil, the foil editions, and the metal editions, you used to be able to look on Indiegogo and it would tell you how many were ordered total. Well, now it doesn't. They're working on that, or they just told Debbie that there is a way. She hasn't figured it out yet, but she had to go through and go through all 26, almost 2,700 backers to try to figure out who ordered the metal editions, who ordered foil editions, who ordered the blank sketch editions. So it's been some growing pains, but our printer is back. He was traveling to Europe. He had some supply problems, but that's all in and all good. So all the metal editions, foil editions will be sent to him. They're all done. So they'll be made next week. I think she's giving them to him on Monday. So we'll get all those out ASAP. And I also want to talk, we have our Christmas specials up now, and I'd like to visit the campaign too, but let's do that. We have some really cool, let me finish this drawing. I've got, like I said, I've done about 24 of these sketch covers, and let's see if I can get through 5 of them in this hour. I don't like to rush these, especially that people pay so much money for them. So I like to do it something nice and, something, a little something special for you guys. And thank you so much for this amazing campaign. Gatecrasher on Kickstarter was our biggest Kickstarter ever. Might have been our biggest Indiegogo, like for a graphic novel, not for like an omnibus or anything like that, because those are more expensive, those books. But it was a big one. And it's just, Deb, our plans in 2026 is to hire someone to come in and give her a hand, because it's just Deb doing it every day. And then Mike comes in, my buddy Mike, he comes in and helps us on his days off. So he comes in 2 days a week and comes and helps. And he works all day. Like yesterday, he was there at the office probably till 10 o'clock at night or so. So we thank you, Mike, for that. The great Renzine, appreciate all your hard work for us and just being part of the family for the past 25 years. So I also got to put in some cool. So my schedule is to finish drawing and writing my art for Gatecrasher by New Year's. Then right after New Year's Eve, I am going to draw our San Diego Comic-Con, the Cruise special editions. I'd like to do a Gatecrasher special edition. I was talking to Andy Smith yesterday, and we were playing around with roughs and stuff. and to have she and Rand to do 2 covers because it's on a cruise, and have them on like lounge chairs on a pool deck in bikinis, and maybe do a version of them with their costume, and maybe do a version of them with their bikinis. But it looks really cool. So that's we're going to do a very special edition of that. That's in January 2026. And then we're also going to be releasing the She Wolverine. I just bought new pencils. Let me get my new pencils. Hang on. There we go. I need a nice bright red, so I bought these on Amazon. Look at this. Contains functional sharp points, not for children under 4 years old, which means that somebody, it's like, you ever see those labels when they say, you know, not safe to eat? You know what I mean? You know, say it's like Clorox, not safe to drink on Clorox. You know what that means? That means that some idiot somewhere drank Clorox. Every one of those labels that they say, you know, like, don't crawl in plastic bags or something because someone crawled inside of a plastic bag, you know, garbage bag, and suffocated. But then again, you know, I don't know. I'm a big fan of Darwinism, so you know, maybe it's not such a bad idea that we have that. So anyway, so the Wolverine She will be released next month after Christmas, after New Year's. Very limited. I think there's 150 copies total. There's going to be 4 covers of it, and that's going to be for, you know, you guys, for our Tucci troopers. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. And then we will launch. Hopefully, the plan is at the end of February is to launch our next omnibus. And my goal is with with Rand Revenge of the Warrior. And Gatecrasher is pretty good, actually. The fulfillment, it's pretty quick. But the Rand Revenge of the Warrior book will be our fastest book from launch to production to printing to fulfillment. And I'm going to show you guys some pages that were colored by Fred Marinho, and also Marino, and also Mindy Locken lettered. So I'm going to share some of our lettered pages. I'm real excited about them. Now, these colors are just work in progress. Few tweaks here and there that have to be done, but Fred's on it, and he'll have us that change. It's really for page 1. It's just a little too much purple. And our narrator, who is Chrissy, her name is Chrissy Patterson. She is the proprietor of the Silk Road Lounge, which is a gentleman's club in Tokyo. And she's the narrator of the story, telling the story of Ran and the wolf. And man, it is bitchin'. It is a great comic. It's a great story. I'm so excited about it. I am really inspired, having a lot of fun. It's all action. You know, there's some scenes like with a police officer. So we have David Kwan, who is a friend of mine. He is going to be the lead detective on this. And he's you know, there's a scene of him looking at, you know, the aftermath of a crime. And then a few story pages with our Oyoban will be in it. You know, but the majority of this book, of this 48-page book, is all action, brutal action to some point. So, yes, Crazy Cat 9. Let's say yes. Yes, I'm very aware of the gentlemen's clubs in Tokyo. Funny story is that there was one in New York City when we were in college called Shige's, and Debbie worked there. Some girl came up to her at school, another classmate on the street at FIT in Manhattan, and said, "Do you want a job?" And Debbie's like, "Yeah." So she's like, "What is it?" And she told her, explained it. And this woman was the bartender at this club. And basically what it was with my wife, my girlfriend at the time, is that, you know, she, you know, it's pretty interesting, these gentlemen clubs, and we're going to explore that in Ran, in the next Ran too, is that it's a hostess club. So you have these women that these businessmen go, and these women, literally, they don't talk a lot. They just pour their drinks, they light their cigars, etc. And Deb did that. So she was like the lone American girl there at this Japanese businessman's club, this like secret club. And I remember them telling her, she said that you know, like a woman, the guy would say in his broken English, like, you're more like a man, because she would talk to them, you know, and Debbie's very confident. But very interesting. But the stories, I've done a lot of research on them, and these guys fall in love with these women, and they become like their mistresses, and they just they buy them lavish jewels and gifts and things like that. And they're almost like gumadas, I guess, like how the Italians have. But and Debbie never did that, So she says, No, I'm kidding, honey, if you're watching. But it's very, very interesting. So the club is the Silk Road Club, and I'm going to finish this and I'll pull up the campaign. And you guys let me know. That's a good idea. Joe Bernardo, I could also be the guy who teaches Rand how to disrupt people's key. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, she was the assertive American. And but she made good money. She would just sit there and pour drinks, and then they'd start talking to her. So she'd start talking back. And then sometimes they would give her drinks, and I'd pick her up at she'd be trashed, because they loved, and it's weird, like the Japanese loved Johnny Walker Black is a drink and the drinks are super expensive. And a lot of them would buy their own bottles and have their own bottles set aside. But they like Johnny Walker Black, Johnny Walker Blue. I don't know why, because there's some great, much to my chagrin, some great Japanese whiskeys, out there. Really good ones that rival the best, that rival the Scottish, Scotch. But yeah, they just love Johnny Walker Blue. I don't know why. I guess they don't know, probably. This is the 80s when Debbie worked there. This is like 89, 88. So maybe they weren't aware of the good whiskeys and stuff. But it's not like having even a Balvenie or or an Oban or something like that. I mean, these guys have money. So there you go. Here's one of them. Here's another one done. I've got it. Like I said, I've got over 24 of these done, and I'm just going to keep working on them over the weekend. And on Monday night, I'll be drawing them. And let's put another one to the list. So let's get this here. I got another one. I got a whole box of them here. And I'm reaching. Instead of just bending down and picking up, I have to reach 10 feet for some reason. So let's check out. First and foremost, how about this? Cary Tagawa passed away yesterday at 75 years old. And he was just a brilliant, beautiful soul of a human being. I had the honor of calling him friend. I would talk to him on the phone for hours. He was just so calm and just soothing. And, he would play these, and he's a big dude. He was a big man. But and the coolest guy, he's like, has this Elvis thing about him. And, but he was so gentle and so spiritual, and he really believed in me and in she and in this project. And from the very get-go, when Kevin Bernhard introduced me to him through Tia Carrera, and we like, you have to play Arashi. And even when I was drawing it, I was thinking of him as being in mind with Arashi. And then over the years, we had 3 film producers attached to it, 3 different options that came and went. Still stayed in touch with him, still spoke to him. And we met in the city a few years ago, Debbie and I and Lauren, and we had lunch with him. And, he's like, with this Arashi character, I love this Arashi character, but I'm getting old. So, maybe I'll be Yoshitora. And he'd be a perfect Yoshitora. I love the idea that he's big, and tough. And like, because Anna's grandfather, Yoshitora, who's still alive in his 90s, he would be in his mid-90s now. He would, he's still tough. And just, sadly, he passed away and left us. But just what a wonderful soul. And we had a meeting, Deb and I, on Wednesday about the potential of a she film. and it's super encouraging, and we're really, really excited about it, and encouraged and inspired. And when we got off the phone, we're like, we gotta call Cary Tagawa. He could be a great Yoshitora. And sadly, he passed away the next day. But it's kind of nice to know that he was in our thoughts. And I was going to call around Christmas, and if things were going the way they're supposed to go, we got some agreements going. I would have called him like, hey, Cary, I think it might be happening. But again, he was the biggest champion for She from, like I said, from the 90s, and loved the character, loved the story. And he told me, he's like, this will be made. And he said, because it must be made. He said, it's such a great story. And, 75 years, he was adored by millions. And I hope some of you out there had the opportunity to miss him, to meet him. Sorry, miss him. He was just terrific. Yes, you will stream with us, Don. Yes, let's definitely stream, brother. I'm now, if you see, it's Billy Tucci's Pop XP. Niall, my partner, he's just so busy. Niall is running a multi-million-dollar construction company. He's got 2 young boys who are in every sport. His wife works full-time, and because he's a builder himself, he's literally redoing his entire home, the interior. He's building bathrooms and bedrooms and closets and all that, doorways and stuff like that. So he's a little busy. He'll come on, no pressure. But so I'm getting, so he's the one that ran all the crowdfunding, comic streams, all that stuff. I never did any of that. So in 2026, we'll be streaming a lot. And I'd love to have you on, Don. And let's have some fun together. So, but I'm at the office. I thought I would pop in, but I'm in the office. Billy, guys, let's read this. What's going on, buddy? Hey, I thought I would pop in, but I'm at the office. Billy, the guys in my local comic shop love the work. Merry Christmas, y'all. Back to work. Thanks, buddy. Good to see you. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah, Tia Carrera was great. I mean, just what if we had like a little family that we wanted to make this movie, but alas, as things go in Hollywood, Tia was a producer. Her husband at the time was a producer. They end up getting divorced, and who has the property rights, and then it lapses. It's a tale as old as Hollywood, isn't it? But and somebody I saw Randy Howell, thank you for the $2 super chat. Canadian, eh? Congrats to J.C. Vaughn for passing $2,000. Well done, Jeff, with Al Capone Vampire, the ketchup, the ash can, and then the ketchup campaign. I'll be sharing that link in my update in my press release that's going out today. And well done, Old Bean. Well done. I know he's got a meeting today at 11. I did bother him to jump in, but thank you for that. That was terrific. But I'm going to share we have really cool stuff going on at Crusade Fine Arts. I'm going to hide this. Thank you, buddy. Let's see if I even have my I don't even have my page up. Let's add this page. Boop. BillyTucci.com. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. And if you guys could check out our holiday specials, there they are. Let's see if I can switch the page. So now normally this thing is supposed to work right here. So let's see if it does. We're having some bugs with the website. Oh, it does. It doesn't on StreamYard, but it works on the website. So let's stop that. Reshare it. There you go. So we have with our store guides, we have the last of our Child is Born that we're going to offer. We have a handful of them left, but we figured we'd offer them to you guys. Very, very little. We had these remark editions. We just put them up late last night. So you can have it's the hardcover remark edition where I'll do a drawing like this inside of it. There's only 10 of them because I think we have 16 of them left. That's it. And we need some for ourselves. Then we also have other cool stuff. We've got packages. We've got our Christmas ornament here. See, we got our little Christmas ornament. We've got a package, a trade paperback bundle package, because I think there's 20 of these left, maybe 20 of these left of our regular edition, the paperback edition. And if you look at mine, here's mine, and it's Williams. I have to go to the office. I signed it to William. See, so this is mine. And I'm like, where's my child is born? I have like 2 at the office, some of them in comic boxes, so I have to steal some and bring them here. But real cool. So we have prints, and then we have Debbie's. Debbie has a lot of fun with these. We have our Secret Santa, and this is the bag. They're going to be bagged, and she's going to give you some really cool stuff in there as a thank you from us. Just for one of our best years ever. We are here at Crusade Comics are having the best years since like 1999. It's been tremendous, and you ain't seen nothing yet because a lot's going on next year in the mainstream, like in the direct market comics, in crowdfunding, and hopefully even on the entertainment side. So we'll let you guys know about that as the stuff comes in, and we'll do some cool special editions. We're going to keep these things very limited because, as Deb says, we are in the publishing industry, publishing business, not the inventory business. So we're not going to be, we're going to go very close with all of our books to the printing because we just don't have the room in our fulfillment office. But we have the Secret Santa. So Debbie's going to be throwing in Holiday Mystery Pack, 2 comic books, and they're really good ones. Might even be a She-Way the Warrior #1 in some of them. Surprise items in our Holiday Secret Santa package. And then she found matching sets of our medals. So she is also offering our medal editions. And they're going to be in there too. Mystery medal cover books. Pick an option of a single mystery medal book, a pair of medal, or jewels, or 3 books or 5 books, all limited editions with matching numbers. And so she found all matching numbers of these medals that we put aside. And we're offering them to you guys too. Our medal editions are usually limited to 15 copies each. So that's that. So thank you guys for being for supporting us. If you can, the link is in the description. Go to billytucci.com, click the store, and those items are in there, and we'll get them right out. The bags are coming on Monday. That's what's coming on Monday. The bags are coming in on Monday, so Debbie will start packing them on Monday night into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll get them out. She's going to ship everything out by the 15th, so you guys get all of your holiday, your Christmas specials in time for Christmas. And check out A Child Is Born. We won the book of the year, the Christian book of the year, from christianbooks.com, I think it is. And for small press, which we are small press. And but that's a great honor. That is. And it's got a 5-star Dove rating. It's literally my telling of the Christmas story of the birth of Jesus. And I worked with priests and some nativity scholars, and came up with a really cool thing, a really good book, a fantastic book actually, with my partners Jason and Evan from Apostle Arts, which is our other company, and it's pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about it all. So thank you for that. I'm going to now stop that, and I'm going to share some color pages of Ran, Revenge of the Warrior. The first 4 colored and lettered pages, and I'll send that in an update today too. Let's go to that. Let's go to the Dropbox. You'd think I wouldn't have closed all these darn things last night. For Mindy Locken. Let's see. It's good. Let's see if Mindy put it here. Ran the lettering, Ashcan files, hang on, color TIFFs. Here it is, lettered. Ooh. All right, guys. So let's start sharing these. I'm gonna move this over here. Boop. Let's make this bigger. There you go. Oh. There you go. I'm gonna go big with it. Let's do it that. Let's up the size. And let's share some pages. Check out the first 4 pages of Ran, Revenge of the Warrior. There you go. All right. So here's page 1, introducing the wolf and his gang of ravagers, the motorcycle gang. Oh, sorry. Let's make it larger. Here you go. So now this page will be redone on Monday. It's this because of our, if you look at our narrative boxes, it kind of clashes with all the purple. So Fred is going to add a lot more oranges, reds, blues, and not so much purple. Barry Wolf, there you are. There's Barry Wolf. Hello, Barry. How are you? And this is the introduction of the Wolf. Barry Wolf, a Vietnam veteran, and his gang. So this opens up 1993, Tokyo, Japan, the Kabukichō district. And there we go. There he is. He's scarred. He was scarred by napalm and in the war. And basically, in Rand's universe, the wolf is her Masahiro Arashi. So let's go to the next one. So that's page 1. Page 2. Here we go. There we go. Let's go big with it. Again, great job, everyone, all around. Really proud of this book, how it's coming out. And this is late at night, probably 4 a.m. And they ride into, and there's Chrissy Patterson, who is she's Australian. She's our narrator. And here they rumble up to the Silk Road Club. Now, if you guys look here, and if you guys want, I'm going to tell you, if you're a backer and you want your name in here or something, I'm going to see if we can create a pledge to have your name in kanji. It won't be expensive. In the book, and we'll put your names on the kanji in the stores. So all the people that, I think it'd be kind of fun. I gotta figure out how to do that. But I think that'd be a lot of fun. Put our friends' names and stuff, and we put you guys all on these signs. So like, see this? Well, this would say Silk Road Club, obviously. But if we go to the page before, there's a lot of signage in here. There you go. So if you want your name here, or here or something like that, we could do that. I think that'd be pretty cool. I make myself laugh. Somebody give me a time check. Someone tell me what time it is right now. So I'm on the PC and my phone is over here, so I don't know I don't want to mess my phone up. And I'm on the PC, and I don't know how to do that on the PC, believe it or not. But let's go to now. So they pull up. Let's do this. Go to page 3. Here we go. Let's zoom in. All right. So this is a young Japanese teenager, a Gyairu girl, who they call the slang. The Japanese called each other like Yankees. So they're like homeless kids, street kids. 1132. Thank you so much. Thank you, boys. She is one. The wolf deals in human trafficking, and these are runaways. These are street kids. They get into this, especially in the 90s, they would dye their hair blonde. They still do, believe it or not. But it's something that's looked down upon, but they're punks. That's what they literally are. And they're into music and, like punk music or some kind of weird gyro music and stuff like that with these bands, and they wear makeup and stuff. And actually, people think that Ron is a gyro girl because of way her white makeup is. And a lot of them do wear this white makeup, and it's almost like a new romantic phase from England in the late 70s, early 80s after punk rock kind of sort of subsided, like New York Dolls, if you will, glam rock type bands, type stuff. So there she is. And he's like, but check this out. What I love about this, look at this lettering that Mindy did. I love this lettering here, how we're not, and she adds a different shaded color for each drop shadow for each character. So Rand's is red, the wolf's is blue. I love this word balloon without the black line around it, and I think that's going to be a Crusade Comics moniker going forward, because I just think this came out so cool. And there's Rand. So they ride off, and then the thing lights up sort of like this little media asset. What do you think of this? Here we go. Cool, right? So this is the introduction of Ran, and then we go to the next page, and here it is. This is what the first time we see her. and she's with the guy we call the Sleaze. That's his name. And he calls her a Nuri is also the type of girl like that with the white makeup, a Gyro type girl. And he calls her that. But here he is. So she's like, so if you look at Rand's drop shadow, and thank you, Mindy, if you're watching, what a great touch. See, Rand has this red drop shadow. The Sleaze here has this tan type drop shadow. And I just think she's gorgeous. Great job, Fred. Great job, Leandro. Great job, Mindy. It's just coming together. Awesome. Super 90s. I had to throw in that 90s eye. And if you look closely in this shot right here, you could see the scarring. So there's scarring here in Rand's eye. That the wolf, when Rand was a teenager, he tried to take her eye out with a broken bottle, and that left a scarred ring around her eye. And we'll address that in the book and show that page. That's maybe around page 20 or something. I'm done with 11 pages. So pretty cool, right? I think just gorgeous work. Everyone all around. You guys kicked ass. This book is freaking awesome, man. Hey, what's up, buddy? The Blevins. Oh my God. Yes, it is, Dr. B. I figured you'd be at the store. And we have a meeting with the Brofessionals, our Brofessionals meeting, because big things are happening on the Brofessionals front. Big things. Huge. So that's that. So that's Rand, Revenge of the Warrior. I was having fun. Debbie's not happy with it. But just with this, with Grok, playing with it. But how cool is this? Look at this.
Rand's final week on Kickstarter.
A movie like this where I can make my own movie and using AI as a tool rather than as a a threat, which it is. But it's coming. So we might as well try to figure out how to embrace it. And if we could make films that are true to our own vision, to our own like the casting that we want, the voices that we want, the music that we want, whether it's good or bad, sink or swim, at least it's our vision. And I don't have to deal with conversations of changing Anna's name from Anna Ishikawa to Anna Lane. You got it, Lane, like Diane Lane, because it's too Japanese. That's just freaking stupid. It drives me up the wall. But so there you go. I'm just so happy with this, how this book is coming out. Thank you guys for everyone who supported us. It is the last week for Kickstarter. We will go into late pledge mode next week. Not all the pledges will be there, though. Some of the pledges were just for this campaign. But if you guys don't mind, join us, and we'll have a nice closeout stream. I reached out to Walter Simonson to see if Walter could come on YouTube. No, I'm not leaving this site. How dare you? Let's see if he got back to me. I just messaged him. And I know Walter's very busy. But I'd love to have Walter on. We could talk about him. He's been on the Pop XP before. And Sarah, where is he? Nope, he did not see it yet. So if we can get Walter Simonson on to talk about his cover and his career. And we're going to have a closeout party next Thursday night on the Pop XP for Kickstarter. And we're going to relaunch late pledges. We got approved for late pledges for those who missed the book on Indiegogo. I think we're going to launch it Monday. I have to see if we do it on Monday. I want to make a nice big announcement with the launch and add some cool new perks to it. But right now we're focusing on this book that is live on Kickstarter. I'd like to get I'd like to get to if I can get to 50,000, and maybe we could make our $50,000 stretch goal be this image right here, which is the Ran Ash Can Edition cover. Where is that image? Is it here? Yeah, this one. And we could make that a trading card because it is exclusive to Kickstarter, this cover, but we could make a cool trading card like this and have that so the Indiegogo people can get it as well, at least get something of it. But these newsprint editions are very limited. You can only print 200 of them. That's all that Pete Cimetti and the great folks at Alterna Comics that's to their max capacity to do it. But it will be a 48 page, really nice cover. We might do a metal edition of it or a foil edition. I have to see, or we might even save that. But I just love that cover. Debbie's like, that's the best. That's like one of the best covers you've ever done. So she likes it, and when she likes things, it makes me happy because she's happy. So that's that. Can I get a time check, guys? Can someone give me a time check out there? And I have to go. Debbie is sick. She's got a bad cold, but we're going to drive up to Syracuse. I'm to Rochester tonight because my son is wrestling tomorrow at the RIT against RIT. The Penn State boys are going in upstate New York. So he's gonna wrestle. I talked to him yesterday. I'm like, "How you feel?" He's like, "Crappy," because he was home for Thanksgiving, so he's sucking weight. he's got to lose weight. So he's pretty miserable. So, but we like to go see him every. We don't. And as Debbie says, I don't want to be away from my son when we've tried to watch every one of his matches, and so. We have to go up there and take a ride up there. So that'll be tonight. We'll drive up to Syracuse, which is about 6 hours away tonight. And then we'll head out to, and then we'll head home. We'll stay tonight up there, and then we'll head home after the tournament and drive home because we've got the final Formula One race. Abu Dhabi is Sunday morning, and we're going to pull for our boy Oscar Piastri and see if he could pull off a miracle because our team, who we love, McLaren, is screwing him over, and we're not happy about it. Debbie's the Norris guy. Will and I are Piastri guys. And if you guys follow Formula One, I could talk to you forever about it, but I know most of you don't care about Formula One. So anyway, so there's Ran, Revenge of the Warrior. Thank you guys for supporting us. All the links are in the description. And if you guys could support us, we appreciate it. We'll get all those books out, all of our holiday specials right away. Let's check on the campaign. Let's see where we are with Ran. Oh, my goodness. We got some backers. Let me stop sharing. I'll share now. We went up even more. $36,000 on Kickstarter in what, 14 days. You guys rock, man. Thank you so much. It's a 21-day campaign. So it's 15 days, 16 days, 15 days, because it's a 21-day campaign. So it's 15 days. In 15 days, we're almost at 500 backers. Guys, I know a lot of you supported this campaign on Indiegogo, where we hit $75,000 in our first 20. I think that was a 22-day campaign. And before it went put on hold, but we'll relaunch that campaign next week for sure for you guys to come in. But it's going gangbusters, man. This is on par to our sheet campaigns. And I got to tell you, and people, Tom Darby came up to me, and a lot of people, they really like Rand. They love this character. And I got to tell you, I do too. I feel like I did when I'm 20. Well, I came up with her when I was 21, 22. But while I was trying to develop her in my mid-20s, 24, 25, I just fell in love with it. But it's funny because, and I was torn when the character started to gravitate more towards she, that I'm like, oh, but I love this character. And I resisted for a while. I really did. But, she won out. And, but now I get a chance to finally produce Ran, and it's a lot better, actually. I think I'm a far better writer. I'm a far better storyteller, and I think it's gonna be a far better comic. As Jeff Vaughn had said, he's not sure. He thinks that Ran would have been a success had I put Ran out instead of she. But who knows if it would have been the success that she was and gained the worldwide success and make me friends with Carrie Tagawa. If it was Ran, but it is what. But you're gonna love this story. It's very primal. It's very direct, very straightforward. It's all action, and it's all in the rain, and it's in Tokyo and neon. And again, the wolf and his men, they've got flamethrowers and M16s, and there's a cool of course, a big battle at the end, and we talk about the Yakuza and all sorts of fun stuff like that. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Back it. We're at $36,025. Thank you all so much. And again, 6 days to go, man. 6 days to go. And what's that? Is that on the campaign case? The Ran Ashcan shows. Is that available? Sold out. It should be available. I gotta check. I gotta check that. Let's go to the main page. I'm on the comments page. There we go. There we go. So there it is. Ran, and there, of course, is Leandro and Fred's beautiful colored page. There's just a scene, one of the earlier shots of Kabukichō. There's our main cover, my variant cover. There's our hardcover special edition. Walter Simonson's wraparound cover, badass. And then here's my Kickstarter exclusive newsprint edition cover, which, man, that's a good cover. I'm proud of that cover. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get going. Time check, somebody, please. Please, time check. Holy shit, Randy, really? Whoa, we're over $111,000, man, in like 5 weeks. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. The Chenoo. Do you even Chenoo, bro? Yes, the Chenoo is out there. 11:46. Okay, so let me get going. Thank you for joining me. I did 2 covers. Sorry, I want to do 5, but my big mouth, and I like talking to you guys. And I don't like rushing these covers, especially you guys spend so much money on these. And but you're gonna love all the cool stuff that we have. Hail, everybody! Big things are happening in 2026 for not just She and Crusade Comics, but all the professionals, all CG, Jimmy Palmiotti, all of my friends. People are doing dynamite work in crowdfunding, and we thank you guys for coming along in this wonderful, magical adventure that we get to deal directly with the fans. But that said, She will return to the mainstream comics along with Zombie Sama in 2026 via distribution in comic shops. You're going to love them. I'm probably going to redo the books we did through Crusade and put new covers on them. The Return of the Warrior, Haikyō, because Haikyō 2 never came out because of the whole thing with Diamond, that of their bankruptcy kind of screwed all that over, sadly, because I think they're a great company. And I owe everything to them, to Steve Jeppy and Diamond Comic Distributors and Josh and JC Vaughn worked there. And I mean, look what they did, so hopefully with their new restructuring, they could land on their feet and they can be back, and we'll all get our comics again through Diamond Comic Distributors. But in the meantime, we've got other plans for distribution. And you're going to love that. Oh man, I just dropped that pencil. So anyway, where's my chop? Here's another cover. There you go. Vespa Guy. What's up, Vespa Guy? Good to see you, man. $10 super chat. Love these draw streams, Billy. Great way to start my day. Do you really? Because if you guys don't mind, I'll draw like maybe 11 to 12 o'clock. I'll do that a couple of times a week. I've got to do these drawings, so maybe I can even save them next week for, we used to do the lunchtime with Billy Tucci, but I can, if you guys don't mind, I'll draw in the morning, and you guys can sit with me and ask me questions, and we'll talk. Let's do that. Let's do that next week. Let's draw. At least, let's maybe even every day, because I've got, Ran finishing up, so I've got to promote it. So why not promote it with my friends and sit here? So, all right, 11:49 a.m. You guys rock. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for supporting Ran, Revenge of the Warrior. This campaign is going great. Again, I don't even know what to say. It's on par with our She campaigns. This is our Kickstarter in just 15 days. This is after it was on Indiegogo. And I know it's not She, but check it out. You're going to love it. You're going to love this book. Total bad girl. violent. But there's, like everything that I do or try to do, it's not misogynistic in any way. And it's a whole lot of fun. And, it's strong action lead female character. So that's that. So everyone have a great day. Thanks for joining me. And I'm going to get going. Salute. So I'm going to do a little, let's get out. And again, remember Cary Tagawa. God bless him. What a great, great guy. What a great man. And we lost what can I say? We lost a great man today, yesterday. Also see this little QR code. That's for our website. That's for BillyTucci.com. If you click on that, that should take you to our website. If you want to buy our holiday specials or our Gatecrasher specials that we have up there now live, or any of the other stuff, it's all there. So thanks a lot. Everyone have a good day. And let's find this little goodbye end screen. Bye-bye.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on Pop XP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP and over on Instagram at the Pop XP. Thanks again everyone, and we'll see you soon.